there's a guy who sent me, there's a chick who sent me a message and told me, like, could you try to find out from Irish? Because, say, these are discussions some of these young ladies have, and, you know, she's a, by the way, I meet people, I meet girls who are really the ish. They look beautiful, they've made money. She's driving a nice car, you know, Zinorav for new model Vanguard. And honestly, you would think she has whole characters. And she tells you, Kasuku, nsabira wa Prophet Mbonye, nsabira wa Apostle Rubega. I honestly want a guy who is religious, who is caring, you know, who is understanding, and, you know, characteristics you didn't expect to see from them. But she was telling me, like, the challenge is men are fearing commitment these days. Nemo msanga ngataina, no mu investing amu, no mu chusa wardrobe, no kola byonna, no mutekawo, no alabiko bulungi, tomutaddeeko eri pressure ntukoma osawa besti, omunoonyerezo omulimu agufunye, akola aninga sente ze. You're not burdening him in any way. You're trying to be the ideal person. Most people talk, men don't want commitment anymore. I don't know how it is with your numbers there. Why don't men want commitment today?
To answer that question, I came with a full list of reasons as to why men fear commitment. Katutandikire wamu.
Oyagala so tuba tutandikira. The way he said, like, I have a full list, I thought, wow, what's he going to pull out?
Okay.
Yes.
I think past experiences could play a role here. Nti abantu abamu families bakulira mu byali bitya. Tata yayisa atya mama, oba mama yayisa atya tata in those relationships. Nti some have grown up in experiences where their parents were abusive. And abuse tekiri mu bigambo byokka.
Nti babeera bayomba.
Nti baba bayomba. It can be physical, it can be emotional, it can spread. Nti ebigambo mama bye yagamba nga taata byamuyisanga bitya, you know. Nti sometimes bwe bayombanga abaana be bayingiranga okutaasa. So omwana with this background n'agamba naye, do I also want to be party to this? Nedda. In that way, because of that past experience, n'atayagala kola ki? Committinga. Ekirala abantu abasinga batya responsibility. Ye mwennyini alemereddwa okwerabirira. Kakati ate obuvunaanyizibwa obwo bubulemeredde. Ate abugattako omuntu omulala. You know? So they look at their spending culture. Nti maybe ye yamanyira kubeera mu karuumu ke kamu, mulimu akafaliso. He will dress up decently, smell well like a corporate guy. Naye nga ye bw'aba akwanye nga datinze, he knows he will probably meet his spouse this one time in a month. Bagende mu kifo bwekiti, and he will go back to his life.
And that's that.
And that's it.
Yeah.
And also, Kasuku, we cannot ignore the most important reason. You know, sex has become very easy to find, and true love has become very hard to get. Nti Kasuku, onyumya n'omuwala emboozi vibe n'ekwata. And you gel. You're comfortable munyumya. You feel her presence, she feels yours, you like her, you have things in common, you like to go to the movies. Mwine bibagatta. You have a football team you like. Mulabe emipiira. Sometimes you argue, banter, where there is conversation. And because there is conversation, ne comfort yeyo. You slowly start having sex. Or you start having conversations about sex. And you know where they begin? What is the most sensitive part of your body? What is your best position? Next thing you know, once you get this information, it is easy for you to manipulate this person. So once you manipulate them and get what you want, you start even having conversations of, nah, yeah, it's becoming hard to date lately. Can't we just be friends with benefits? Because there, you see, the risk is minimized of heartache. Tuvuge ekintu kyaffe mpola mpola. Ogenda okulaba abantu bayingidde mu kintu ntwawo. Bepicha, it is okay. Bekubira on a bad Saturday or a crazy Friday night, they are hooking up, and it's just sex. Temuri relationship, you know? And it also gives the flexibility, because we are having sex, we can have sex, we don't have to catch feelings for each other, and we can also sleep with other people. Because here we are open, it's just sex.
Yeah, it's just the sex.
But then again, you realize in the long run, one of them gets hurt, and hurt so badly.
Yeah.
That is a risk that people ignore. Nenga chechiri eyo. People are battling depression.
A chick tells you, kasota nko wulira. Kati now Kasuku. What if I fall for you or you fall for me? Ngomanya. Obuzibu buze.
Tusimbudde. So there is that problem.
Because that sex you have with a person who you've argued over, you know, you're not. There's this sex where you meet this chick and you're like, oh, will she take it? Will she even take off her clothes? You fear.
Yes.
She also fears and what. But here you've been open to each other. Then boom. So that casual sex where people feel like
it's okay.
We've argued. This guy literally has seen me over my worst times.
Yes.
Like I
cry about things with him.
Yes.
He's my great support system. Ate mwe wale nnyo bano wewulira simanyi bestie. Ekiri awo. Bestie in what? Lwaki gundi oli si ye bestie wo? Lwaki ono? Kiki kyamaliriza abalala kye batamaliriza y'okubeera bestie? Why is he entitled to certain privileges? Bestie. That's a red flag. Era omuwala bw'akugamba nti she has a guy best friend. Run for your life. Run as fast.
That's my bestie. Ngomanya beria. So casual sex.
Casual sex is a factor as to why people are fearing commitment. They are getting it on the cheap. Tagenda kubeera na commitment ezo mbusimanyi nina omukyala munju. I have to go back to a wife and account. You know, men don't like being controlled. Most men don't like being questioned about certain things. Omusajja yagala abeere mu bulamu bwe bumunyumirwe. He can go out, hang out with the boys, abeere ne bakasuku balye ensaniya zaabwe. He'll come back whatever time and it's okay. He'll walk into his one-roomed house and no one has to ask questions and it's okay. You know? He will have his dishes littered all over the kitchen. No one is going to ask questions. Yeah. Some men don't even just want to shave. They are not just clean. So kati abalamu naga kakati ngende kune responsibility neyo kunaaba emirundi ebiri esatu. That laziness. Bamujjukize.
Sebo ngate wanaabye. Omanyi nti oli munaku 3 tonaaba.
Tegeera. Omukyala atandika okuyisa omukono ku lubuto awulire. It's not a romantic gesture. Ayagala kuwulira amazzi gatuuse oba wanaabye kazimbi.
Ku lubuto babeera bakebera kulawo ba.
Oba wanaabye.
Okay.
Kikutuukako nnyo Oluganda.
Nkitegedde kati ekyo. Abeera bakebera kulawo ba amazzi gakunozeeko. Kati kino emyaka gyaffe wakyali abasajja nga alina shawa ewuwe. Ayingira n'agateekako just gamuyiikeko galeme kumugwerako.
Kati kankubuulire, I'm going to use a very weird analogy. Lately, some of us going into relationships, it's like having a cold shower. Omanyi cold shower ina SOPs. Tosumulula busumuluzi mazzi n'oyingira. It starts with the left leg. Then you bring the right. N'oleeta omugongo. Nomane weesindikiriza n'oleeta enkoto. Omutwe n'ogusindikayo ne galyoka kakola ki? Ne gayiika. Kati fi eyo. In as much as bagamba nti eyambudde tatya ganyogoga. That's a lie. Eyambudde atya ganyogoga. It takes you time to actually tell your mind. Enda kunaaba. Kansumulule wano. Kankole bweti. It's a gradual process. So, even the fear of men getting into relationships, I would relate it to having a cold shower. Nti some ayagala asooka atestinge alabe. Kyova olaba nti abasajja who really settle si be bavubuka abo 40 plus 45 50 abirabye, he's tired, probably waliwo ebimubanja, waliwo abamubuuza omuntu aliwa. So he says, anyway, twalyako bye twalya
kangende nono.